Hello everybody, my name is Shooter101 and welcome to today's episode. So last time I did this exact same video, the record was 8:25 or something like that, and I was like hyper impressed. There was barely any crashing, or if any at all. There was some hesitation that was going on. Super impressive lap. However, to me, it was super impressive to me. My green screen does not want to stay in place or even be, what I want it to be for some stupid reason. But anyway, I have a new time. We've actually been working on it quite a lot. Seriously, what is up with my green screen not wanting to be in a fucking place? It just does not want to be a green screen today. Still doing it. God damn. Just move it that way, I guess. And you know what? Whatever. It's fine. Anyway, I can actually do a rundown through the list since then. Let me see if I can find it. My time was we had like a really significant jump, and I honestly thought the competition, like the thing was gonna end. 8:25 was my time, and we had discussed it over a little bit. Anyway, he then got an 8:18. So I thought that was going to be incredibly difficult because I had a really hard time breaking 8:25. All of a sudden, I broke 8:18, 8:18.3. So I actually beat his 8:18.6, 0.3 of a mil. It wasn't much. And then he got 8:12.8. 8:18 was still my thing, and I thought that was pretty much where this was going to end. However, earlier today, before this run, I got 8:08.9, and he was like, "Okay, now I got to work up to that." 8:08.4.5 is what he now has to work to. So what? Before I had a 3.9 second lead, so a 4 second lead on him, and now I have a 8.4 second lead on him, and let's just watch the run, shall we? Let's just watch the run. Let's watch the run. Let's do it all the way through. This was a clean run. I basically was just like, how far can I fucking push this? Also, so the reason I redid this run was because the 808 had a lot of crashes in it, and I felt it in my soul. I did not want to leave this track today knowing that I could beat that time significantly because of the amount of crashing I did. So, without further ado, here is the run. This is my face, but you'll get there. This run felt really fast, and I was like wicked on the accelerator. I was not backing down from this track. There were a couple of moments where I tensed up because I felt like I was going to lose it, but I kept it together somehow. By some miracle, I kept this car on the track for the most part. There was one bit where I cut across a field because it said you could, so I did, and I don't think it actually saved me that much time in the long run, but it worked. That wasn't the reason I won this lap, though. I think really it was just down to the fact that I was less hesitant on certain corners. I'm now getting even better of a feel for the 3 turns over 4 turns, because there's actually quite a substantial difference. This is a 4 turn, for instance, and I just floored it through there. I did not give 2 craps, whereas the turn before that was a 3 turn. This is a 2. This is also a 2. I struggled a little bit on that turn. I think I could do that turn much quicker. But yeah, holy crap. This run was just so impressive to me. I was so surprised that I could just take this car and go. And, the gearing's wrong again. I slowed down a little bit here and then just kept going through. There's so many things. I'm pretty sure I can do that area flat out, so I could probably gain some seconds there. Or a couple of milliseconds anyway, not a second. I could probably gain a millisecond or so there. I'm very slow from the transition from asphalt to gravel, so some work there could be done. And I think really a lot of it is just not carrying the speed properly and then not turning properly through that corner. But here I was basically just ready to flat out floor this thing. And yeah, I was just going through these corners as if they were nothing. And the thing that says jump maybe actually ended up being a jump today. Here's the corner I kind of cut, kind of didn't. I could have cut that more if I really wanted to, but it didn't. I was a little too worried about that move being, like, it was going to cost me too much time. It did not. It did cost me a little bit of time, but it wasn't, like, super anything special. Obviously, I know this because I was monitoring the racing, the monitor on the side with my my time as well. Because I that's what I'm doing right now. I'm ghosting my own time. I'm racing my own time. And the goal was just to beat it by a couple of seconds, like maybe 1 or 2 seconds, but we ended up beating it by 4, so that was pretty impressive. Here I'm getting less hesitant as well. I crashed once here, and I've been really hesitant in this area, but now it was just kind of a floor it, let's go, let's fucking get out of here, let's see what happens. And it was kind of scary, but also at the same time it was just beautifully done. And yeah, I basically just kind of floored it everywhere I knew I could drift the car around a corner if I was flooring it. Now, I do need to work on the back half of this track. I really do. I need to work on it. I know I'm a little slow, especially around the 3s and 2 turns at the back end of this course. But holy crap, for this part, it's just go, go, go. And I think I did a really good job here. Like, there has not been a single collision yet with anything around me. It has been a really clean run. I just need to work on getting it faster. Getting that line better, I think, is another major thing that I need to learn, is the line. Because I know there is a line. Here I was cutting it close to the edge there. And that's a little wider than I usually go on that turn. Usually it's pretty to the line. Today it was narrow than wide, which not usually a good thing. I usually like going wide than narrow. And then wide again, which is what you're supposed to do. Here, I basically just hit the e-brake. It was like, okay, just go. I hand broke that turn, and then I just kept going, because I was like, yeah, no, this is good. Here, I believe I did actually stick to the line pretty damn well. I did. But this course, yeah, this has been it's been a learning experience. I did collide with that wall. I do remember that. It was like a tiny little nudge. There was one point when I actually, on purpose, bounced my tire off of one of the corners to get my car to turn just slightly faster around the bend. That was not that one, though. But yeah, so I was just flooring it through here. I kind of basically lost all sense of hesitancy. I may have gotten a little too cocky around this track at this point. But I had lost a lot of I have lost a lot of the hesitancy that I used to have. Here was very close to slipping off, and that's kind of the moment where I was like, okay, shit, I do still need to be a little bit careful around here. Dragging that speed through. Like, this car is doing 99% of the work right now. For me. Because, yeah, the setup is different. It's back to the default setup because I keep forgetting I have to constantly put it back on. So I wonder if with better gearing, if I could do this faster, but I think because there's so many turns, the shorter gearing range is actually pretty perfect right now. And even though the first major part of the track is a lot of fast stuff, I really do think that it's been helping having the shorter gearing back to where it should be. But yeah, this car, let me tell you, I am really proud of myself for this. There's a lot of dirt up in the air, obviously, but like, I'm very proud of this run. It took me by surprise that I broke 8:10. And it broke me by surprise even more when this broke 8:8. This was great. This was a great run. I'm very proud of this run. We'll see where this puts me as well. I think I know roughly where it put me on the leaderboard, but we'll see. You guys will all see with me where this puts me on the leaderboard proper. Yeah, I think there was where I bounced the tire slightly. It was on purpose. It was kind of a weird maneuver, but I figured it might work. Essentially, it was not overthinking it. I was just like, if I bounce a tire here, I should be okay to slow down. And it worked, so I had no complaints. I was like, at least I didn't end up in the tree line. But going through this whole area, like, it's crazy. The speed I tried to carry through here, and in some areas I really did fail to carry the speed through, but the speed I tried to carry through here was really intense, and it felt really risky, but I did not care. I was like, I need to get this thing around this course as quickly as possible, down the dirt tracks, and it worked. It really did. It worked for me. And now we're on the back stretch here. where everything becomes a lot more open again. And there is eventually a two 3 turns actually, followed by a 4 right, and I believe a 5 left, but it could be a 4 left as well. It feels more like a 5 if it is a 4 left, and then you jump over finish, basically. It's beautiful. But yeah, over here, it's just speeding through. And there's your 3. And I believe I actually collided with something there. I might be wrong. Would have to look at a different camera angle for that last couple of turns there. And now we just focus on, now it's just drive home, drive as fast as you can, over jump. It's the finish line. Beautiful run. So this puts us at 213th. Nice. 46 seconds behind the leaders, but hey, better than anything I've ever done. I cut off a minute of my time. But with that being said, I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.